5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's a Wednesday and you know what that means. It's a hardware review. Now today we are having a look at something from Horizontech. Now Horizontech originally came to my attention when the Falcons came out. Now the Falcons more of a mesh base, and it went head to head against another mesh sub-arm tank. That's the 3-Match Mesh Pro. Very decent battle between the two of them. There was favours for the Mesh Pro, there was favours for the Falcon tanks. Now Horizon has come out with a new one, and that's the Sakerz. I'm about to say Sakerz, so if I didn't get that up, here it is. So what we'll do is we'll take it down low, we'll have a look at it, put some juice, we'll bring it back up, and we'll see what my final thoughts. So I'll see you then. If you're new to the channel, I'm involved in a couple of live shows. There's one live show that's on my channel on a Friday at 7 PM with a couple of co-hosts, as well as I'm on Benny Vape's channel for the Northern Union Vape Show, which is at 9 PM UK time as well. Links are down in the description for the fellow casters. As well as that, please remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and I'll see you then. So back to the reviews. Now we're down to the table cam. Products from Horizontech is 10. This is a carbon black and 2mm capacity because it's still a TPD product. Quieter airway, smoothing airflow. This product contains nicotine, which it doesn't because it's only the hardware side of things. For adults use only, not for sale to minors. That's the first time I've actually seen that put on the product. There's the logo, nice little bird going on there. And it's Sakerz, whatever you're going to call it. Packaging, what is included in, manufacture, scratch and check with the barcodes and safety features at the bottom. Inside, you got all your details of how you're filling it up, changing your coils, and the dafty tank that comes with it. Well, dafty glass, I'm gonna have to say. You get your warranty cards, manufacturer cards. Bag of O-rings with a tooling and a screwdriver. Rather strange to see on the stock coil tank. Making sure you throw these away if you've got children that don't eat it, or even pets. Comes with the actual tank. Now I don't know about you, but to me that looks like it's a tank that's got a broken arm, and it's got a thing round it to keep set the burn into place, and it's got the protection over it. That's what it looks like to me. At the bottom, well, as well as that, you get a spare coil. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Let's throw that to a side. Now, when I got this tank, it came with what the class is a 2mm bubble glass. Now, if it's a 2mm bubble glass, why have we got this? It's rather strange, really. In there, you get a nice glass, bubble glass shape going on, with some extra spare O-rings. So depending where you get it from, if you get that with it. Now I got this from Hip Hop Juice, so which is actually what I purchased. So I'll put that to a side, and we'll have a look at the tank. We'll break it down. We'll have a look at the coils. We've got an 810 drip tip, top airflow, which locks off for open and shut in, so it doesn't spin fully. So we've got one on one side and one on the other. It is rather weighty. Before I take it off, you've got your 510 connector. Now please make sure you don't put this on any sort of mechanical mods, hybrids. It's designed for your regulated mods, and don't throw it in the bin. The coil that's actually installed, well, let's bring it a bit closer. That's at full. Shows there you got a minimum level for your liquids. Anything lower that you'll have issues. This one that's installed is the 0.16 mesh, which is recommended to vape at 70 watts. I'll bring it up. I don't think I'm going to get the actual details going on this. I want to apologise to the ambulances. Now I'm not getting the details of actually what's going on inside there. Don't know why. So let me have a look at. No, I'm not getting the focus what I want. Now this is like a single mesh coil going on here. The spare coil is a completely different type. Now this is a two in one mesh, 0.17 ohm. That's the same again at 70 watts. Now this is like a, it's like a two type of mesh going on. Well, not two type of mesh, it's two slots of mesh that's joined together, and the airflow straight down the middle of it. Now if you notice that there's like latches, so by the looks of it you've limited to what type of coils that you can put in this. Filling wise, you just have to unscrew. Well, it's a bayonet style, so if you bring the lid up, you notice that there's like small bayonets going on there. Fill hole there, fill hole there, and see what these are. Yeah. I think that's to do with that going on really. Yeah, so you got a full hole there and a breather hole here. I know it is, because your airflow's there is to block the top off. So I'm going to have to take the framing off. So I'm going to have to get the little screwdriver, because I don't think I've got a small one as it is. I'm rather stupid really. So that means I'm going to have to take off all four of the screws. Same again on the other side. These are rather tight in, and there's not much grip with this screwdriver. So that's what it looks like. Little washers. Now I'm going to put them to a side, and I'll throw it in the bin later. As you see on the tank itself, got the symbol there, as well as there, 2 O-rings to make it a nice seal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bubble glass in. Now I'm going to actually run this one with the 2-in-1 mesh. Now if you notice here, it's where the actual coils will sit in, so before I do that I'll prime it up. But if you notice here and here, that's where your airflow, so it's coming up, going down, well, it'll come down through here, across, and then back in. So it'll go through the actual air, through the middle, so it'll catch all the flavours and bring it through with it. On the other side, you got your connection here, so it's touching the coil itself, so it's got its feed going on. Now they're 10, so that doesn't really matter because, like I said, the air is coming through like that and then straight out. So what am I going to be vaping on? I'm going to be on the Rochard Project's Lemon Meringue. So I'll just give it a quick shake. And that's, while that's soaking in, get this all built back up. Put that one there. Turn it down. What I'll do is I'll get the top off. We'll see actually how much this 2mm glass is. Right, I've got roughly about 5.5mm. So let's see what we got. Well, that's 2mm now, and as you see, I've got quite a bit of room going on there. So let's keep it going. So what it says on the box, it says a 2mm bubble glass. It ends up being a 5mm bubble glass. Slide it down, lock it off, and we're ready to vape. So what I'll do, I'll bring it up We'll have a vape on it and we'll see what my final thoughts. And I'll see you up there. And we're back on top. So before we actually get going type thing, the one thing I did forget is the measurements. Now that's the reason why is like I couldn't find the actual tool to actually measure it out. So I've got the specifications here. So as we're looking at it, for the full length from the base to the top of the tip, it's at 56 millimeters, and right across is 29.5. Now, capacity-wise to the tank, now as you saw in the tank, with the box with the bubble glass, what I actually got with it, it said 2 mil on the capacity, which didn't end up being like that. It's actually 5 mil. Now, on the specifications on their website, it says that it's for 5 mil for the bubble glass. It's 3.5 mil for the normal straight glass, and the idea of what I showed down for the straight that comes in the TPD version, it's unusable. So what we'll do is we'll have a vape and we'll give my final thoughts. And before we get started, I am rocking this at 75 watts. Now I'm getting decent flavour out of that. Now I'm really pushing it and pushing the boat out. They recommended at 70. In there I am on Myth's Juice, and it's a lower brand of the Sue's Juice range, and it's the banana milkshake. And we're off. As I don't know about you, I'll just get it close, see if you can hear it. Apparently it's supposed to be a quieter vape, but I don't notice that. It seems the same as the Vulcan King 2, which I did a review a couple of years back on that. Flavour off it, this is the normal 0.16 mesh coil, and the flavour's decent off it. I'm actually enjoying the flavour off this tank. For what it is like I say, it's a stock coil tank. It's top air flowed. Now that means you won't have the flooding like you would on the bottom airflow tanks, but it is into a risk of flooding. Now I've not had any sort of flooding with this, which I find rather good. So pros and cons with this thing. Pros, flavour's decent. With it being top airflow, you're not losing out with that. Reduce the risk of leaking, unless it's leaked somewhere else. Negative side of things, I don't like lies. Now they said on the box is a 2 mil bubble glass, which, why can't you be honest? I'll just say it's just it's a 5 mil bubble glass. I'll just put bubble glass. No one's going to be any wiser with it. The other con with it, if I can find the other coil, it's over here. I'll just dry it up. As you can see, bring it. I don't think I'm going to get a decent picture of it. No, I'm not going to get a decent. From where? What have I got to point? As you can see, you've got the cotton part of where it's actually going to wick from. Now there's a lot of gap between the actual red band, which will be hidden into the tank when you push it in. So the top of there is where roughly the base of the tank. You got still this bit. You still got this bit here at the bottom, where me personally, I think it should have been lowered down for the coils to be fully effective, which means you can be able to vape longer with it. It's roughly about half tank when it's going to start struggling. You start getting the dry hits, which is rather disappointing. Then you're looking about a 2.5 mil tank in that way, which is no better actually from actually having a TPD tank in the first place. Not just that, the minimum line is actually hidden behind the actual airflow chimney part of the tank, so it makes it harder to really. That's the ambulance wants to go and get their fucking coffee. That's a very common thing around here. Yeah, what I was saying. The line of it, the minimum line, is hidden behind the actual chimney, so you can't see it. You're roughly guessing as you're vaping away, which is really a bit of a disappointment. Really, they could have should have literally put a full band on, so no matter how the coil's positioned, you can still see it. So in my eyes, why would you really go for a stock coil tank for 2 mil capacity when it's only going to last 20 minutes of chain vaping, 15 depending how high you're going to wattage you're going to go to. Apart from that, it's not a bad tank actually. It's a decent it's a decent tank. Now, prices wise, I have been pricing this up. For the UK base, you're looking around the £25 mark. You can get it cheaper if you shop around. Over into the States, I'm not sure. I've not really looked into it. However, colours that actually come with it, what you can actually choose from is the stainless steel, the gunmetal, rainbow, carbon black, which is this one here, the blue, and a purplish red. So that's it for today. If you liked what you see, remember to hit that thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't. Remember to hit the subscribe and the bell notification for more latest videos. And I'll see you soon, and happy vaping. And bye for now.